In the most recent announcement by our Prime Minister, it is said that we can expect the Pfizer vaccine to reach Malaysia by the end of February. Yes! Finally! How I miss gathering with my friends and all the parties. Well, besides that, vaccine arrival also means investment opportunity. What are some opportunities for you as an investor? Well, there are many COVID-19 vaccines available in the market. Some are ready to roll out, whereas some are still within the clinical trial phase. As for now, the Malaysian government has secured deals with COVAX, Pfizer and AstraZeneca to cover 40% of our population. Government is also in talks with Sinovac, CanSino, Gamaleya to increase vaccine supply to 80% for our population. Besides that, there are several other private companies who are negotiating to bring in other vaccines as well. Among them are like Zhifei, Genrex, Sinopharm and CanSino vaccine. Now, to understand what value the COVID vaccines can bring to businesses, it's important to understand the vaccine distribution process in Malaysia. But before we begin, please take note that the information that are presented in this video is not any form of investment or financial advice. It is not a buy or sell call. All information presented is for educational and informational purpose only. Please do your own research before making any investment decisions. The only call that we'll make here is the call to like our video and help us with our YouTube algorithm. Okay, done? Let's start. It all starts with the research and development to produce a vaccine. When a vaccine is developed, it will need to go through clinical trials, and finally when it's certain of its efficacy, then only it will be ready to be distributed. Now, once a vaccine is confirmed to be successful, here the vaccine will be distributed to the countries that have purchased it. Since Malaysia does not have any pharmaceutical company that successfully developed any working vaccine, we will skip this part for now. So once a country decides to buy a vaccine like Malaysia did, we enter into a distribution phase. Here is where the first opportunity arises. Currently, Pharma Niaga and Duo Pharma are expected to be the Malaysian government's COVID-19 vaccine distributor of choice. Well, it's said that Pharma Niaga is expected to be the main distributor of the COVID-19 vaccines in Malaysia. However, as we said earlier, there are also other private companies who aren't necessarily pharmaceutical companies securing the production and distribution right for different vaccines out there. Among them are companies like MyEG Services Berhad, Bintai Kinden Corporation, Kanjer International Berhad, Yongtai Berhad, K-Star Sports Limited, and Solution Group. In the exact words of YBKJ, we cannot control if they want to make a commercial arrangement with other vaccine manufacturers from outside of Malaysia, but they must get the necessary approval from Malaysia's regulator. Anyway, once anyone get the approval to distribute the COVID vaccine, the next phase is about storage and logistics. So far from what we know, the COVID-19 vaccines need to be stored in a cold or ultra-cold environment. This means whoever that is appointed to transport the vaccines to the selected destination has to be able to carry it under a cold temperature. Companies that stand to benefit from these logistics are cold chain logistic companies. Well, how big is this opportunity? Based on what we know, each person needs to receive 2 doses of vaccine. We know that 40% of Malaysian population will be able to receive the vaccine. We have 32.7 million population as at 2020. So 40% of Malaysian population will be roughly representing around 13 million people. Since each person needs to receive 2 doses, that means at least 26 million doses of vaccine need to be transported. That's hell lot of vaccine to be transported in my opinion. So who are these companies that are currently doing cold storage and logistic related businesses? Currently, the 2 largest companies are Tiong-Nam Logistics and Tasco Berhad. Tiong-Nam Logistics Solution Sdn Berhad recently signed a deal to provide logistics services including transportation and warehousing for Yongtai Berhad, who is is looking to bring in 100 million doses of vaccine over a 5-year period. That's a lot, right? Well, let's not also forget DKSH, who is another company that is highly experienced in the healthcare products logistics. On the other hand, this could also mean an opportunity for increased use of cold chain boxes to carry the vaccines around. It is also said that this is probably the cheapest way for short distance logistics. Well, that's why recently you would have seen a shot up in Bintai Kinden Corporation share price when they signed the deal to exclusively distribute Greeny Medi cold chain boxes. Like we can see, there could be plenty of opportunity for businesses when the vaccine arrives, which is bound to happen. It could be in the area of distribution rights, cold chain logistics, or even post-COVID lifestyle. Yes, post-COVID lifestyle. You know, the things that you used to enjoy doing prior to COVID but couldn't do during this COVID lockdown, like traveling, shopping, and so on. Well, one thing for sure, opportunity is everywhere. You just need to open your eyes and observe and research and then make an informed decision. Don't just jump on any stocks that you hear about, thinking that you will ride on it like the next glove stock. Make an informed decision on thorough research. Invest, not gamble. Tell us your investment ideas. Which companies do you think can benefit from this vaccine distribution in the comments?